Hello, SHEA members. Today is June 17th, 2022. My name is Paul Simondera, and I am the Sweet Home Education Association President. On behalf of the PRC team, Mary Beth Bruce, our Chief Negotiator, Jen Bennett, Jim Brennan, Maggie McDonald, Neil McLaughlin, and Jeremy Travers, I'd like to offer this presentation to you. Universal Pre-K conversations at Sweet Home date back to 2008 with our early attempts to include this program in our school curriculum. When the New York State Education Department began to introduce this throughout the state, it wasn't mandatory, and to be fair, pre-K still isn't mandatory. Neither is kindergarten. Our team back then did an expert job with former President Mark Shanahan, Jen Bennett, Jeremy Travers, Mary Beth Bruce, and myself, then the Vice President, to safeguard our right to this work. Since then, the Sweet Home School District has contracted with community-based organizations such as Four Seasons, and for many years you'll remember that the program has used various spaces throughout the district. This past spring, State Ed offered grant money to any school district that wanted to expand pre-K from a half-day to a full-day program. And our Board of Education is interested in expanding the program, and of course, SHEA is interested in the work, just as we were in 2008. So here's the proposal. We're going to ask that next week SHEA members vote on this proposal, that they are either in favor of it or that they are not in favor of it. Essentially, this is what we will be voting on. The proposal. The district and SHEA are proposing the following. Number one, during the 2022-23 school year, the district will open and maintain full-day UPK both in the district and at off-site locations with community-based organizations, CBOs, such as Four Seasons. Number two, UPK will be staffed with a combination of CBO providers and SHEA teachers. Specifically, the CBO staff will be at CBO locations, and SHEA teachers will be at district UPK classrooms. Number three, SHEA teachers will be selected based on seniority in the required certifications. And you'll note that we've already in spirit agreed with this, and that process has begun and completed. Number four, if there are any open seats not exhausted by children of the district residents, and there is a section that is below the maximum number of 18, in other words, the classroom will be 18 1-to-1, the district will open seats to children of SHEA members based on the order of their requests. Requests for admittance to UPK seats by children of non-resident SHEA members will be reviewed on August 15, 2022. This process will be formally done, likely through a Google document, Google form to collect information. Here's our process. Our building reps have already received ballots for us to vote next week. Number two, we will use the double envelope system as we have in the past. So in other words, each member should get a ballot, a small blank envelope in which they should put their ballot inside, and then that small blank envelope goes inside the larger envelope that has your name labeled on the front. You can pass that envelope to a building rep or into a ballot box. Number three, buildings can begin voting next week. Please conclude before 12 noon on Friday, June 24th, our last day. Number four, SHEA will also host a virtual question and answer session Tuesday at 4 o'clock via Zoom. You have a link in your email. Finally, a few notes. Some people will want to talk a little bit about space issues throughout our elementary schools, and you should note that regardless of the outcome of this vote, know that this memorandum of agreement will not impact the decision of Sweet Home's Board of Education from offering UPK in our community, nor the decision to use Sweet Home classroom spaces. Essentially, the agreement effectively expands SHEA membership to include UPK teachers. The agreement also expands the potential to greater non-resident tuition waiver benefits. You'll see that in 2.13, page 20 of our contract, non-resident tuition waiver. Lastly, as a reminder, we will also host a virtual question and answer Tuesday, 4 o'clock via Zoom. I hope this is helpful to you. If not, please feel free to send an email question to me, Paul Simondera, and we will be sure to address it to the larger association as quickly as we possibly can. Thank you so much for your time, and we appreciate your support.